these western cedar trees are really what have started it all. You know, this green giant, skybound. But yeah, this fire pit right here. The city of Wayne, Bob Watson, lied to the state of Michigan and stated that my property has a lack of maintenance. And my question to that is, have you ever been to the city of Wayne? Because this property is the least of the city of Wayne's problems. But yeah, this is the fire pit that they approved in 2022, certificate of occupancy. And this fire pit, from the center of it, measures about 45 feet. It's about 5 feet under 50 feet. So we're gonna move it to right about where this one is. This one right here. We'll probably go another 5 feet. Probably put it somewhere right here. So yeah, that's what started this whole thing. And you know, it's a First Amendment, Fourth Amendment, Fifth Amendment, Sixth Amendment, and the Eighth Amendment. And of course, 14th Amendment case, which is kind of like hitting a straight flush in poker, right? A full house. So, but yeah, this is where Zook Talmage Pond is going to be going. That is the big pile of wood that the Wayne County Drain Commission had stacked up for me. Our taxes did go up about $50 for the Hunter drain, and this is why. Which, I mean, to be fair, isn't really that much. There's still quite a bit over there that needs to be cleaned out. You know, these forests, you got to trim them back, and you got to replant. And of course, this is such a tremendous spot for a pond. So this only helps this entire neighborhood, not only the city of Wayne, which is over this way, but the city of Westland, which is over yonder across the street. So this property is a good size, let's just put it that way. The biggest, nearly an acre more than the next biggest property, which is right next door. And yeah, big old ravine, and you know, we're gonna leave all of that untouched. Put this pond here, and then plant some spruce trees and some western cedars and some dogwoods and whatever else. Willows and maybe a white oak or something. But yeah, this is where the pond's gonna be going. There's the Wayne County. So we're going to be putting, like I said, that middle, that's like 45 feet. So we're going to be putting it past this one, somewhere over here. Probably about right here. So that'd be about, boy, 55, 60 feet. I think I'm going to go 60 feet. But effectively, how the ordinance is written, open burning is now illegal in the city of Wayne, because you can't be within 50 feet of a lot line or a structure. So given the fact that this property is 300 feet wide by 500 feet deep, that would mean virtually that only me can, only I can have a fire in the city of Wayne now, legally. I mean, maybe my neighbor here and maybe over here as well, but effectively, with how it's worded, it outlaws open burning, period. And of course, there's still no permit process. There is no appeal process, of course, so it's still in violation of the 4th and 14th Amendment and the 5th Amendment, so that's a problem. But at least they now have an ordinance. I mean, that's something, but it's still void for vagueness and dog shit. And, unconstitutional. That's the most important thing. But yeah, I do agree. The city passed this, and you know, it's unfortunate, right? Like I said, I have all this property out here. The wind blows that way. Okay, that's northeast. And the gentleman, the jackass who lied and kept calling the police, Mr. Danielson, well, he's down there. And Mr. Danielson, 750 feet away from this fire pit right here. City approved fire pit, mind you, so twice approved. Approved in December of 22 and then again in December of 24. So, I don't know, like I said, I've said it from day one. My intuition was right that the city of Wayne is very corrupt and not very smart. Very, very evil, very malicious, vindictive people. Leadership, right? They try to claim, oh, we fired Lisa Nocerini, problem solved. And it's like, no. Problem was merely highlighted. And then the Blackwell case highlighted it again. And then the John Zook murder, solidified it. And then what they're doing to me and my family, my immigrant family, disabled family, is just, it's something. So, my aquatherapy project with the VA, approved by the state of Michigan. Engineer coming out, surveyor coming out. But yeah, this is perfect for the deer. And then of course, like I said, we're gonna trim the trees down, cut them back and clear it out, and then make room for a new generation, which is kind of, the point, I guess, of my existence. It's divine intervention to hold the city of Wayne accountable for their misdeeds and their inaction and, looking the other way, covering their ears, covering their eyes and screaming, no, I can't hear you, So, the transcripts don't lie. The facts don't lie. And, vindictive, malicious prosecution is that's some of it, right? Like, there's obviously 10 or 15 more things to it, maybe 20 more, but there's a lot of questions. They're not really questions to me. I know in my heart of hearts, duty, honor, country, character above all. That's the mantra at Georgia Military College. And I will not lie, cheat, nor steal, nor tolerate those who do. So, what the city does with their ordinances, weaponizes them. What they do with their building and engineering department, don't even get me started on that. That's a whole nother video. That was my second run-in with the city of Wayne. Right, first, a month after I moved here, the city broke into my house, the fire department did, They broke into my house to enforce a law that doesn't exist. That was March 28th of 2024. And then May 9th, 2025 was the second break-in. That's when I was arrested for the first time. And then from there, we had another charge added. I got arrested the next day. Was never even notified that I was arrested. I have no memory, no recollection, but paperwork says I was arrested the same day. And strange. The police officer didn't talk to the alleged victim for another 2 days. She didn't talk to him until the 12th. So it was just interesting. Let's just put it that way. Very interesting. And yeah, basically we continue onward, and you know, keeping people past the maximum possible sentence, as well as you know, just the whole thing, right? No discovery, offering pleas, which is just crazy. I mean, it's just absolutely insanity. And we just have been waiting so patiently for all of our transcripts and our corrected ROA, because we still don't have a corrected ROA. So still got more answers to get, guys. Definitely. You know, there's the silver SUV. Yeah, silver SUV. John Racy thinks the Toyota Corolla is an SUV. That's, you know, do I need to say more? Do I need to say more? And another thing, the police believed it. I mean, you know, they've driven by my house more times. They're like groupies, you know. And yeah, they're some weirdos. So yeah, we got to put a fence up, a gate up. I mean, it's getting a little creepy, right? Having to watch. I don't know, you know. And then I believe Bob Watson, he broke into my house again. He knows. He can see like into my intimate backyard. He can see right into it, which I'm like, how does that work? Because you can't, you know, 300 feet away, you know, and being on the elevation that backyard's on, it's just amazing. So absolutely amazing. So I don't know, are they breaking into my house again for number 5? Maybe, probably. You know, I was gone for 3 or 4 months. You know, they could easily put some cameras and drones and all kinds of stuff. So, you know, basically I have to, you know, have a system in place where I can basically see everything. So cameras galore. But the footage makes you money. The footage is nice. We'll stream it all on the internet, and it'll be good. Wildlife cam in Wayne. So Wayne Wild Cam, WWC, coming soon. But yeah, I love you guys. Whoever is listening in. I am your host of Wayne County Audit Fucking Around TV. I'm Versace Vince. Versace Vince. Because I wear Versace glasses, get it? My name's the Vincent. So Versace Vince signing out.